Welcome to Lecture 1.2 of Linear Algebra, Algebra of Matrices. By the end of this discussion, you should be able to perform addition and multiplication of matrices, define conformable matrices, and define the transpose of a matrix. First, let us have the addition of matrices. If two matrices A and B are matrices of size m by n, then their sum is an m by n matrix A plus B with this element. Meaning to say, each entry will be added to the corresponding entry to the other. For example, the first row, first column of A will be added to the first row, first column entry of B. This one is easy because you can definitely say whether two matrices are conformable in addition or not. Okay, for this example, this is 2 by 3 and this is also 2 by 3. The size of their sum will be 2 by 3 as well. Okay, adding this to this, you have 4, and then using the same process to the rest, we have 7, 9, and then positive 3, 7, and negative 8. This is the sum. Next, number 2, we have here a 2 by 2 matrix plus a 1 by 1 matrix. Since the size of the 2 is not the same, so this one does not exist. Next, we have a 3 by 3 matrix here and a 3 by 3 matrix separated by a subtraction symbol. Take note that this operation is the same as the addition. First entry, 3 minus negative 1, that is positive 4, 0, positive 6, negative 2, 1, positive 8, negative 4, positive 5, and positive 8. This is the answer. We have the following remark. Later on, we will discuss this again in the properties of operations and matrices. The addition of matrices of the same size is commutative. Meaning to say, A plus B is equal to B plus A. Next, we have the scalar multiplication. If A is a matrix whose size is m by n and C is a scalar factor with C is not equal to 0, then C times A is equal to C times all the entries of matrix A. Alright, let us perform the following operations. Pag sinabi nating scalar factor, it means you are trying to make it big or make it small. How? By multiplying a number into it. Okay? For this, we have 16. You are going to multiply 4 to all the entries. 28, 16, 0, and 8. Next, we have here 6, 0, 0, 4, 2, 0, 6, 6, 4. Alright, next we have a division. Division of scalar, okay? The answer here will be, you have negative 4, negative 2, negative 8, and negative 1. Take note that this is the same as multiplying 1/2. So that is the same as dividing by 2. Alright, alternatively, suppose that we have here another problem, but the process is we are going to reduce the matrix by taking out a scalar factor. What do you notice on this matrix? All of the entries are divisible by 3. Okay, meaning to say we can take out 3. Okay, when we take the 3 out, ano na lang yung matitira? So, we have 1, 2, 3. And then, for the second row, we have -4, 1, -1. And then, for the bottom row, we have 14, 7, and -5. Next, we have the matrix multiplication. If A is an M by N matrix and B is an N by P matrix, then the product A times B is an M by P matrix AB with the following entry. To further understand this, let's have the following remarks. Two matrices are conformable in multiplication, meaning to say, pwedeng ipag-multiply if and only if the number of columns of the first matrix is equal to the number of rows of the second matrix as written. This implies that A times B is not the same as B times A for all matrices, and there are ones where A times B or B times A does not exist. Take note na meron tayong conformability test dito. Hindi porket mag-multiply ka ng dalawang matrix, pwede. In this example, let us test whether the following are conformable or not. If conformable, let us state the size of the product. Okay, number 1, ang gagawin lang natin dito is isusulat natin yung size. The size of the first matrix as written is 2 by 3. 2 by 3, i-multiply natin sa 2 by 3. Okay. Ang condition natin, yung number of columns ng first dapat equal sa number of rows ng second. Dito, hindi. So, meaning, ang product, it doesn't exist. Okay. Bakit kaya? Take note na yung multiplication ng matrix, ganito yung gagawin natin. Bawat entry sa row, i-multiply natin sa column sa kabila. Makikita nyo dito na kulang. Etong 0 na natitira dito, walang pagmumultiplyan dito sa part na to. So that's why, hindi nag-exist yung product na ito. Next, we have a 2 by 2 matrix and 1 by 1. Okay, 2 at saka 1 hindi equal. So, this one does not exist. Okay, next. 3 by 3. I-multiply sa 3 by 3. Tignan natin yung inner. Ang inner natin, yes, equal. So, therefore, conformable sila. And then, yung magiging product ay eto. 3 by 3. Next, number 4. Next, we have 3 by 2. And then, i-multiply sa 2 by 2. Conformable ba sila? Yes. Okay, 2 is equal to 2. Now, ano yung magiging size ng product? Eto. Okay, size of the product is 3 by 2. Next, number 5. We have 2 by 2. I-multiply sa 3 by 2. Okay, tignan natin yung inner. Hindi equal. So, this one does not exist. Tignan nyo yung number 4 and number 5. Parehas lang yung matrix, kaya lang pinagbaliktad natin. Halimbawa, ito ay matrix A and matrix B. Okay, dito, AB exists. Pero dito, BA does not exist. Always remember that. Ibig sabihin, hindi commutative ang multiplication ng matrix. And then last, we have 3 by 1. I-multiply sa 1 by 2. Okay, conformable kasi equal yung nasa inner. And then eto, this one will be the size. The size of the product is 3 by 2. Let us now perform the following multiplication. Okay, according to the test from the previous slide, these are conformable. Okay, again, you have here 3 by 2 and then 2 by 2. Conformable, and then this is the size. B, 3 by 2. It means 3 rows, 2 columns. Let me just draw a placeholder here. Okay, 3 rows, 2 columns. Okay, since first example pa lang natin to, i-basic muna natin. Okay, what are we going to do? For the first row, first column of the product, you are going to multiply first row and first column. Okay. You are going to multiply each corresponding entry and get the sum. Okay, 3 times 3 is 9 plus 30. Alright? Next, 18 plus 6. Next, for this 1/3 row, first column. Okay, multiply the corresponding entry and then add. 9 plus 30. Okay. Next, for this one, first row, second column. First row, second column. So, we have 15 plus 35. Okay, next. Second row, second column. We have 30 plus 7. And then last but not the least, we have 15 plus 35. Okay, let us just perform the addition in the following placeholder. The answer will be 39, 24, 39, 50, 37, and 50. Okay, this is the answer. Take note that the answer is a 3 by 2 matrix, just like what we got here. Next, let's have a 3 by 3 matrix. The product of this will be also a 3 by 3 matrix. Let me just highlight the placeholders for the entries. Okay, the product is 3 by 3. Take note that these placeholders will just serve as our guide. Okay, first row, first column, you have -3 plus 4 plus 12. Okay, I will do the rest. You may try to answer on your own to check whether you will get the correct answer. This is the answer. The answer, the product is a 3 by 3 matrix. So suppose that this is matrix A and then this is matrix B, meaning to say this is matrix A times B. Next, we have the transpose of a matrix. If an m by n matrix, then its transpose is an n by m matrix that is formed by interchanging the rows and columns or vice versa of matrix A. Okay, let us find the transpose of the following matrices. Okay, here we have the transpose of A. We are just going to interchange the rows and columns. Okay, for the first row, 300, 210, and then 332. Take note what I did here. I interchanged the columns and rows. Okay, the first column will be the first row of the transpose. Next, let's have the transpose of B. The transpose of B will be, you have here, this one. What is the size of the transpose? Okay, if the original is 3 by 2, the transpose is 2 by 3. Next, let's have the matrix C. The transpose of matrix C is a column vector. Okay, you have this one. The size of the original is 1 by 3. The size of the transpose is 3 by 1. Okay, next, let's have a column vector. Okay, the transpose of the column vector is a row vector, of course. Okay, we have here, the size of this is 4 by 1. The size of the transpose is 1 by 4. These are the properties of matrix operations that may help us in understanding or in solving. First, we have the commutative property of addition. It means that any order of A and B when adding them does not matter as long as they are conformable. Next, we have the associative property of addition. Suppose that you are adding 3 matrices. Take note that you can group first. Let's say, ang una mong i-add ay A plus B muna. Tapos saka mo i-add yung C. Or, pwede rin B plus C yung i-add mo muna. Parehas lang yung lalabas ng sagot dyan. Next, we have the scalar property. And then, fourth, we have the associative property of multiplication. Suppose that you are multiplying A times B times C. You can do this. You can group multiply first A times B or B times C. Take note na yung pagkakasunod-sunod nito, importante. Fifth, we have the distributive property involving a scalar factor. So, if you have a scalar factor here, you can distribute that to the matrices. And then, if we have a matrix itself, you can distribute that to the items inside the parentheses, provided that they are conformable, okay? Seventh, we have A times identity matrix is equal to A. Next, we have the properties involving transpose. Eighth, we have the transpose of a transpose that is equal to the original matrix. Ninth, we have the transpose of a sum. Okay, you have A plus B transpose that is equal to A transpose plus B transpose. Next, we have the transpose of scalar multiple. Halimbawa, may nasa loob, pwede natin ilagay sa labas yung scalar multiplier natin. And then, for the 11th, we have the transpose of the product A times B. This is equal to the product of B transpose times A transpose. Okay, you are going to switch the positions and then write the transposition of them. Take note that this is not equivalent to transpose of A times transpose of B. Okay? Given the following matrices, find, okay, meron tayong matrices, hahanapin natin itong required. 3 times transpose of A plus 2 times transpose of B. Dito, let us be organized. Hanapin muna natin yung transpose ng A. The transpose of A is 2, 4, 3, 6. Okay, lagyan natin ng label A. And then next, we have B. The transpose of B is X plus 1. And then K plus 3. Y plus 2. And Z minus 2. Now, let us get the required. 3 times A transpose plus 2 times B transpose. This is equal to 3 times... Okay, let's just write this. And then after that, plus 2 times the transpose. Okay, let us perform the multiplication scalar. Okay, we have 6, 12, 9, 18. Be careful. 2x plus 2, 2y plus 4, 2k plus 6, and then 2z minus 4. Let us perform the addition so we can get the answer. Okay, adding the corresponding entries, we have 2x plus 8, 2y plus 13, 2k plus 18, and last we have 2z plus 14. This is now the answer. Next, we have here 1/2 times A transpose B transpose. Okay, let us get the A transpose. You have here 2, 4, 3, 6. And then for the B transpose, you have 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 3, 1. Okay, as you can see, the transpose 2 by 2 at saka 3 by 2. What can you say? Hindi sila conformable. So this one does not exist. As an exercise, try to find 1/2 A transpose times B. This one will definitely exist. Let us add some problems here. For number 3, let us find A squared. Take note that there is no such property involving the powers of matrices. Ibig sabihin, ang A squared ay equal sa A times A. It means that you are going to just multiply A to itself. Okay, kasi baka mamaya ang gawin nyo, A squared ay equal sa 4, 9, 16, 36. This is wrong. Walang power property ang matrices. There is no power property for matrices. Now, let us perform the multiplication. These two matrices are conformable. Alright, this is the answer. A squared is equal to this 2 by 2 matrix. Next, B squared. B squared is just equal to the B times B. Okay, let's write it. And okay, let us write the sizes. This is 2 by 3, and then the other one is also 2 by 3. Parehas lang naman sila. However, they are not conformable. So, B squared does not exist. You have reached the end of this discussion. You are hereby encouraged to answer the following exercise.